Uh, radio check. Radio check. Alright, loud and clear. Ready to go. Who do we got in here? We got Connor, we got Rafa. Hello, everybody. Alright. I'm ready for the Las Vegas Lights. You guys are ready? Race 4 out of 8. So at the end of this, we will be halfway through the season. Let's get it started. Alright, boys, here we go.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. Everyone in the paddock seems to be talking about the Mercedes driver today.
What can they manage from 18? It'll be interesting to see, that's for sure.
And the time has come. Let's go racing.
Here we go. But
The
first,
atmosphere is electric here for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
but before that, I have to retire the car. Alright, boys. We got Blanco and Heyman up front. Sherman in third, Hen in fourth. Let's go. Here we go. Racing done. Blanco is clear into first.
Okay.
And behind Sherman, filed into third, fourth. Dave Booth is in front of the Red Bull driver. He is in fifth. Leading sixth. Here's Sherman. Peeked out to make a move, but not going to happen. There it goes again. And dipped back in again. Brendan Reed making a move on his teammate. That's tight. Jacob Woods, welcome to the club. Some tight racing here. Brendan Reed has gone around Baby Dawn. The Gutsman cars pick up right where they left off. 1-2, Blanco in front, Heyman in second, Sherman holding up third. Rafa Hen in fourth, Reed in fifth, Baby Dawn in sixth, the Baby in seventh, Connor Brown in eighth, NR is in ninth, and Emilio round out the back in 10th. Roundy and Woods having a battle. Woods looks like you might just gain a position here, and you have, so that is Woods up. Connor, can you sue your team? No. Connor, are you Connor Brown? Connor, I assume you're Connor Brown. Go ahead and specify for me so I can give you the points. Sherman right on the back bumper. Making the move. Now back inside. DRS will be open next. Last. Oh, you're Paul Menard. Oh. You are last because you're on Shy Turtle's team. And that's not a good spot to be. No surprise there, Daniel Blanco has set the fastest lap of the race. DRS is now enabled. Blanco is over 1 second away from Heyman there. Good fight here. Looks like Emilio has passed me. That's not good. Sorry, Paul Menard, I'm not familiar with your last name. Sherman making the move, that's for second. Tight racing there between him and Seth Heyman. Heyman got back around, but Sherman is right there. Let's go on board. Beautiful track. I love those camera angles. Not much of a change up here aside from NR going down a spot. Oh, Blanco is here. He had the DRS. And he has been passed by Seth Heyman. So Seth Heyman has gotten back around to the front. River, hello. How we doing today? Looks like you're not in this river, but this is our halfway race, race 4 out of 8. And that's Blanco on mediums as well. Let's take a look at the tire strategies here today. We have a couple people on hard. Rafa Hand's rocking with the hard tire, and so is Scott. Interesting. A few other people on medium, got some people back here on mediums. Blanco just set the fastest lap on the medium tire, and the baby also just set the fastest lap on the medium tire. Sam Bell is also rocking with that, and everybody else is on the hard tire. A lot of battling here. Here's Ravahan taking a peek. That's for third. Can he get there? Yes, he is. He's there. Sherman's going to pinch him, though. Rafa should get the spot here, and he does. That's Ravahan up. Ravahan into third. Heyman back to the front. Blanco with the run. Coming around to the strip. Here we are. Blanco with the inside outside. There he is. Blanco making a move to the bottom. And that is Blanco getting back around Heyman. So Blanco is back to the front. Back in front. Rafa, you gotta stay up. Now this is the Vegas night race, that's why we are a little bit later, but I appreciate you staying up with us, Rafa. Might get your second win here. That would be awesome. It's going to be hard to beat the two Guzman cars up front here, though. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. But Rafi, you're right there. Ooh, that was an interesting maneuver there. Going past the spear. Heyman's gonna have another run. Let's go on board. Good defense there by Blanco, staying in front. Here comes Rafa. Heyman just not close enough to make that move. This is a good opportunity. Almost close. Blanco is defending incredibly well here. Close there. Close racing. You see the baby, or sorry, Parker Sherman's caught as well. Heyman in front. Walking with the back to the inside. Going for the Rafa. Watch this. boxed in. No way. Oh my gosh, Carson Sherman. Where did Carson Sherman come from? Sherman in the second, Hen in third. Heyman has dropped back to fourth. Here come Brendan Reed, David Dawn, and the baby. The top 7 are all in this championship fight, or this win fight for the win. The last car in points, Connor Brown, who is in a fight between Emilio and myself. Let's go anywhere back here. We'll find some action. The baby, or that's Sherman trying to get around Blanco for the lead. Not happening there. Sherman can stay within DRS range. He will have DRS. A lot of fun battles going on at the start. Rafa Hen does have DRS. Does Sherman have it? Sherman does not have it, but Rafa Hen does. Rafa is going to get around Sherman here, I would imagine. There he goes. Sherman around and, or sorry, Hen around Sherman. So Hen in the second. .1 is the gap to Blanco. Some good battling happening back here. Heyman starting to mount a charge against Carson Sherman. Yeah, Rafa, you started fourth, worked your way up to second. Within DRS range. Well, not yet, but you will be soon. Brendan Reed and the baby battling there for fifth. Looks like the Tyler Red Bull cars have fixed that bad change, and they are back to being fast and both consistently within the points. It'll probably take another race for them to get back to their front form. Jacob Woods, I don't think you are P1, my friend. Let's see where Jacob Woods is. Jacob, you are in 11th, though. Kind of P1. Only Joseph Hayes literally showed up once. Rafa Hen has the DRS, looking to the inside of Daniel Blanco. For 7th, he's going to get it. That is Rafa Hen out front. There is a battle here, back here for 3rd, as Seth Heyman will get around the newest car of Carson Sherman. That's Rafa to the front. Surely Blanco's going to have something to do about that. Rafa asked if I've seen anything about NASCAR 25. Oh, Jacob Woods said P11. Jacob, I thought it said P1. I got confused with the exclamation points. Sorry, Jacob, my apologies. But, sorry, actually it's P12 now. You're in this whole field of cars. But Rafa asked if I've seen anything on NASCAR 25. I have not seen any too much yet. I've seen it came out. Sounds like it's good. I'm gonna wait a few days, wait for the hype to die down. Because sometimes you think something's good, you play it a little bit, and then you discover it's not the best. I'll wait and see. I'll probably purchase it at some point. I don't even think it's out on PC yet. I hate that it's cross-platform. I might not even buy it because it's not cross-platform. If I'm one, it's so easy to make a game cross-platform as well. It is not difficult. It already has multiplayer. Adding multiplayer is a very difficult step. But once multiplayer is added, cross-platform is not difficult whatsoever. Apparently, alright, so Paul Menard says it's peak. Rafa says the physics are fine and the rest is meh. I'm gonna stick to F1 Manager as my big racing game. Paul, it's been out for like 1 day. Does it react like NR 2003? Because that is my bar. If it's up to NR 2003 standards. I'm waiting for the hype to die down with that game. Because NASCAR 25 was easily one of the biggest NASCAR hype trains I've seen in a long time. The fans are going crazy here at Vegas. There is a really good battle for first going as Rafa's going to block Blanco. Blanco back to the outside. Ooh, wow. Don't know if he got into the back of him there. That was tight. Paul Menard says I expect too much. Is it really to expect too much for them to match a game that came out before I was born? NR 2003 came out a few months before I was born. The only benefit to me of NASCAR 25 was the fact that, oh, hang on, yellow flag. Uh-oh, Sam Bell.
Let's see what happened there. Right, we're at turn 9. That's the location for this one.
Ooh.
There's clear contact there. That will have knocked their confidence, I'm sure.
That will have knocked the tire off, too. Not just their confidence. Can that car still
Looks
continue?
like it's the Aston Martin involved in that.
Let's get another angle. Ah, just lost it. Luckily, nobody else hit him. Alright, he's still racing. He's definitely missing a part of the front wing. We'll see if that debris stays on the track and requires anything. I will return to the NASCAR 25 conversation shortly, but right now Rafa Hen is still holding off Daniel Blanco. Blanco is on the soft tire, it appears. Yes. So he's going to be looking to get on sooner than later. We have our first pit stops. David Dawn and Carson Sherman are diving down the pit lane. Let's take a look. So is Connor Brown. Here we go. The hard tire. There's David Dawn already out. Good stop for those two. A few other people will. Jacob Wojcik in. And Jacob Wojcik out. Sam Bell is in the pits, obviously. Look at that Sparks. Don't think that car's gonna pass inspection, guys. That's just that's just my prediction. They're not gonna do any repairs to Sam Bell's car. Don't really know if they can. You even replace a rear wing? Don't know if you can. Either way, you got to be in the top 8 to get points, so their race is pretty much canned. Shout out to Scott, who is somehow in the top 8. Scott's in a position to get points. I know it's a little pit people, but anyways. Back to the NASCAR 25. Angel Gutman, welcome. We have just started our first round of pit stops. Sam Bell was running about the near 10th-ish, and he had a spin and backed his car into a wall, and you'll see there that brought out a yellow flag, but no safety car. I don't think we've had a safety car yet in this league. Hopefully we will soon. Anyways, where did we leave off on NASCAR 25? Menard said never be happy. I said NASCAR 2003 was made by the same people, and it came out a few months before I was born. Oh, hang on. I'm in the pits. We're going to watch the pit cycle here first. Hopefully I can get a spot up on Emilio. Oh my gosh. We passed Emilio in pit lane. Good job, NR Scott team. Beautiful work. Hopefully I get a good result here. That would be nice. Sometimes I forget I'm even in this league.
Now down to the
Oh,
pits.
no.
There's been a hold-up. Now what happened there, Karun?
So the Sauber pits.
Oh, the right front.
And there we see the problem.
Not good. That's a player driver on an AI team, so that's not going to be good for them. Rafa still up front, the two Guzman, followed by the baby who is looking to get for third. Back to the NR 2003 conversation again. Rafa says the physics look to be good. I'm not sure compared to NR 2003. Might be more arcadey. Yeah, Rafa, how is the paint move? I haven't seen anything about that. And then Guzman appears. Hello, Guzman. We almost didn't even have a PC edition. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to F1 for now. As looks like the baby is gonna get around Seth Heyman there. Guzman, you're probably going to get the Constructors' Championship, I'd say, as here comes 3 of our top 5. Take a look at Heyman. We'll watch Heyman through this pit cycle. There's Brendan Reed in. Here we go. Clean stop here for Heyman. Onto the hard tires. And a clean stop there for the Guzman crew. Oh, wow. They passed him on pit lane. Is that Scott? Oh my gosh. Guys, Scott's in the top 5. Guzman, if you and Rafa are the only people who keep showing up, Guzman, you're going to get the Constructors, and Rafa may or may not get the Drivers. Right now he will, because he's almost 4 seconds ahead of Blanco. But Blanco is on the mediums, I believe. And Blanco's on softs. And Rafa's on hards, so this is why he's gapping him so much. Yeah, I think the baby was, maybe he couldn't release in time. Is my prediction. David Dawn looking to get around Carson Sherman here. David Dawn on the fresh hard tire, I believe. Yes, he is. Blanco is that. Yeah, Blanco has got the pit. It is time for Blanco to come down pit lane. Don't know where. I think it's at the next turn, the next straight is the pit lane. David Dawn still stuck behind Carson Sherman here. Should have a good run. Blanco should be coming in. Good opportunity here for David. Sherman's going to take the defensive line. David not going to go around him here. Interesting move. Yep, here comes Blanco. We'll take a look at this pit stop. Paul Menard. Don't know if he's still in chat, but we'll take a look at his stop as well. Ooh, Hayes is going to do, or Turtle's going to do a double stop. They're going to stack. I think they timed that actually pretty well. There's Menard out of the pit lane. Look at the two Saubers fighting. Those are two player characters or player drivers on an AI team who do not have enough team winners. But Rafa Hen is 16 seconds in front. There's a yellow flag. Where is it? What happened? Woods.
So here we are following the Alpine. Things were going smoothly. And there goes the steering.
Ooh.
They were just unable to do much about it.
Missed the corner there. They're going to have to come back in. I'm so sorry, Jacob Woods. You're struggling in this Joseph Hayes car who has not shown up once. Gotta get me some food after this hungry. I ate 4 Pop-Tarts. That should be enough for a full day. Also ran a 5K. That's probably what does it. As here comes Sherman now. The Shermanator is looking to destroy David Dawn. Can't happen there. David Dawn keeps second spot. Rafa Henn is cruising off right now. He's on his own pit strategy. We'll see how that works for him. He's on the hard tire. He is out front. We'll see how much time he loses. I think David Dunn is also on the hard compound. Yeah, but he's in the second, and through goes Sherman. There's Sherman around. He will take over second. I do know that Dylan is at his college's football game, and it's a big game for them, so he may not be here. Really just unlucky timing. But this is an advantage for Doug. Keep this eye on the battle for second. Doug, take a look at your cars. Looks like you're all stuck behind the baby. Familiar sight. Brendan Reed's in here with you guys. Scott is ahead of me. I don't think Scott's pit. No, Scott has not pit yet. Scott and Rafa are the only 2 cars who have not come down the pit lane. Rafa Henn's still out front, still keeping about that 15-second gap. Sherman will have DRS coming this time by. There he goes, takes a peek to the inside. Let's see if he is able to make the move. He's just going to sail right on around. And Sherman regains the second position. If they don't hold each other up while battling, they could get up there. Now David Dawn, it's his turn with the DRS. He's going to file back in line though. Heyman, he's going to try to take a shot and get around the baby here. Don't think it's going to happen here. They're going to have to do it in the next turn. Oh, he's going to try it. What a move. Incredible move by Seth Heyman. As here comes Scott down the pit lane. Scott's going to be fine. Let's keep watching this battle. I'd say Seth and Daniel are both top 5 drivers in terms of activity. Holy cow, we're almost 3 wide. Good idea there for Blanca to back out as the baby gets back around Seth Heyman. But yeah, Daniel and Seth, I both would say, are top 5 in activity. Daniel, I would say, is top 3 in driver activity. I would really say it's between Daniel and Rafa for most active driver. Yeah, Rafa's loving this up front. Sherman's only gained 1 second on Rafa Henn. Still out here on the hard tire. That's Scott. He's pit. He is that on the hards again. Interesting strategy. Rafa's still cruising up front, down to 13.8 now. David Dawn, hello. Welcome to, we are lap 15 of 50 here. The only incident has been Sam Bell was running about 10th or so, and he spun out the car exiting a corner, and he backed it into a wall. You can see the side he backed it into because he's missing his rear wing. Otherwise, it's been a pretty good race. David, right now, you and Carson Sherman are battling for a second. You guys have been having a pretty fierce battle so far. Looks like the newest cars are pretty good, but the Red Bulls, looks like they also have their speed back as well. Maybe not enough to win the race, but a good pit strategy and a little bit of luck will definitely get you guys a podium. You guys are chasing down Rafa Henn, who has not pit. Rafa started the race on the hard compound, one of only 2 drivers to do so. So he is still at the front. He had a gap of 15 seconds, but now you and Sherman have it down to 12. It might even be better that you guys are next to each other because you are DRS leapfrogging each other. So it looks like that might actually work out for you guys as well. I think it's really competitive and really good that we have the 3 people here who are active and talking in chat a lot. I think Paul Menard has departed. The 3 people here who are active in talking are all 3 on a different team. David on the Tyler Red Bull, Rafahen on the Dylan Ferrari, and Blanco. Or sorry, not Blanco. I'm looking at Blanco, the team that has Blanco. The Guzman, who are the team owner, or the team principal of the Racing Bulls. And here is Seth Heyman. There we go. Seth Heyman just ruined my little thing I was saying, but that's awesome. Seth Heyman, you were in 5th. Seth, I think you got pole, or you got 2nd. It was a 1-2 for the Guzman cars, but here you are in 5th. Yes, David, you can. Actually, David, matter of fact, I might run a few races of my NASCAR Historic Series after this. So I am all good. I will be on tonight as well. Depending on how it goes, I might down a bit of whiskey as well. That would be awesome. The proper 12 has been calling my name for all week. Really. Anyway, let's take a look at Seth Heyman here. He is in a, as Seth Heyman describes, a hornet's nest of cars here. First of all, he's around his teammate Blanco. They've got the great defender, the great wall of the baby in front of them, but it looks like Blanco isn't able to get around here. Does, but if the baby can hold on to 2nd spot, he will have DRS, not the 2nd spot, but you know what I mean, the 2nd spot in this train of cars. I have noticed that since I have become a teacher, I'm able to talk a little bit better than I used to now. Here's Jacob Woods back in pit lane. Remember, Jacob Woods did have that tire lockup quite a few laps ago, so it's interesting they waited this long to bring him in. But now they have. Back up here to this battle. Blanco is in front. He needs to stay in front of the baby. Sherman has that gap down to 10 seconds. I would say the window for Rafa to pit is open, and I would take it relatively soon. 37% on the tires. I think they can push that a little bit more if they need to. Otherwise, all good for Rafa so far. Sherman and David are still battling here. Blanco is up to 1.6 seconds. The baby is still within DRS range. He's behind, followed by Heyman. After that, there's a 5-second gap to the last car in on points is Connor Brown. Behind him is Emilio and myself having a fun battle for 9th. An impressive run by Shin Hattie. She's in 11th. Scott, he's in 12th, battling Gordon Freeman. Sammy Duff, Paul Menard, William Brown, Joshua Levin, makes sense. Jacob Woods with the lockup, and Sam Bell, who spun and backed it into the wall earlier in the race. And here comes Rafa Hen. Let's take a look at this pit stop. This is the first opportunity for something to go wrong for Ferrari. And a clean pit stop. They are going to drop back in place. Let's see what tire compound they have. They are going on to the medium tire. From what I've seen so far, the medium tire is likely the best, depending on the situation. And the hard tire can be advantageous too. The people, what happened? Paul Menard. Virtual safety car. Red flag.
Right, we're at turn 14 here. Tries to get by. Oh, that's quite an impact between them. I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock.
That was violent.
And look at the team there. They all knew what that moment meant.
That was really violent. So Menard and Roundy are out. I gotta take a look at that. I wish we got a replay.
All drivers have taken their positions again.
Here we go again.
Once more, they're ready to race.
I'm gonna say the line. It's lights out and away we go. Looks like Menard was given the penalty for that. David Dawn starts the car on pole. The NASCAR News cars are side by side behind. They're gonna battle for second. Looks like Sherman is going to get around. Yep, Paul Menard with a 5-second time penalty. That'll put him back, but no points are given, so it doesn't really matter. Battle here between Daniel Blanco, and Brendan Reed. This is for 4th. Close there, but looks like Reed's going to pack in line in 5th. An aggressive move there by who's in that? That's Connor Brown, trying to get around Shin Hattie. Back up here to the front. David Dawn has opened up a little bit of a gap over Carson Sherman. The baby follows suit, and everybody is single file behind. That was a crazy. I've never seen a car spin around like that. It spun around like a top. I gotta take another look at that. I can't even give proper commentary on it. I don't even know what happened. So Carson Sherman in the slipstream here as they head toward the, is this Las Vegas Strip? I don't know, that's Las Vegas. Scott has offered for me to go to Vegas with him every now and then. I'll take him up one day. Carson Sherman has a run. Blanco has an even better run. There he goes. He's going to try to get around the baby here. Good spot to do it. This is his best chance for a half a lap, but can't get around the baby. David Dawn is still in front. We have 30 laps to go. David Dawn is still in front. You know, I've missed the 2 IRL Las Vegas races, so this is my first time learning this track. And I'd say a lot of people hated on it, but I actually think it's kind of cool. Here's Sherman making a move. This is for the lead. Oh, he's in there. And he doesn't get through. I think David's still there. Nope. Sherman is through. Yellow flag. And Carson Sherman in the lead. Gordon Freeman. Gordon, what happened?
Right, so this was the 4th corner. And the car just locks. Just unable to control the car by that point.
That was the same spot Paul Menard locked up. They're going to have to come in and make a stop. That's a shame. Gordon Freeman. This is Gordon Freeman's home track. He is from the deserts of the West. He's from Black Mesa, New Mexico, actually. So this is right next to him. Not good for him. Back up here up front. Sherman's going to have some problems to deal with down the straight. David Dawn should be able to get... Oh, not a good exit there for David. He's going to get back up to the back, but I don't think he's going to be close enough to make a move. That safety car did not come out at a good time for Rob because he just pit and everybody there will put tires on once again. David might have a shot here. Don't think so. Fastest lap just got set there by Carson Sherman. We can't see any stars in the sky. That's not a graphical thing. It is completely overcast here. Full cloud cover. Take a look at the tire strategies. Rafa Hen, I think he stayed on the same mediums he was on, perhaps. He just hit, no reason to change it. But here are the strategies. Blanco going with the hard tire, same for Reed. I would say the hard and medium is the way to go. We haven't seen the softs do too well. I don't think we're going to have another safety car as well. It's a good thing Paul Menard is not here. This would have not been good for Paul Menard to watch this happen. But Carson Sherman still leading the pack out front. This is a good spot for David Dawn. Coming to the inside, back to the outside, trying to find his way around Sherman. We'll get DRS here. Here he goes. Probably making a lunge to the inside. Sherman's going to leave it open. David's alongside. He should get it here. And doesn't have it yet. Oh, still side by side. This is great for everybody else behind him. But we've been seeing some great battles here in Las Vegas. David has to push back in line, back behind Sherman. As Connor Brown just set the fastest lap. Interesting. One thing I have thought about as David Dawn looks to make another move here. There he goes. David is through. David Dawn back to the front as we near the halfway point of this race. But one thing I have thought of though is instead of calling it Las Vegas and Miami and the Circuit of America, the American Grand Prix, I'm thinking about, because they're spaced out perfectly, you know, just like how, you know, in baseball you have East, Central, and West. Vegas is the West American Grand Prix. Coda, the Central United States Grand Prix, and Miami, the Eastern United States Grand Prix. So I almost called this the Western Grand Prix, but I'm just going to call it Vegas and Miami, at least this second series, just to keep it consistent. And then maybe in the third series, I will do that. I just thought that was a cool idea. And Sherman is going to be up the inside here. You can defend from this spot. We'll see if David can keep that wheel there. Not enough. Sherman back around. But might get enough slipstream here. He's there. They're going to pull out and try to make a move. It's going to be close. Probably not. Don't do nothing too crazy. It's been awesome to watch these guys battle back and forth. Here we go. This is a good opportunity for David to get back around. Sherman pitching him up to the top. David going to try to get around the out. Oh, that's the inside. That is such a tight corner. David not happy with Carson Sherman. The baby and the rest of the field have caught up now. David giving him a peek there. This is another good spot to make the move. These two straights, this straight and the other straight, are probably the best spots to make a move. But I'd say this one down here is it's close. Each has their advantages, but David Dawn is side by side, and he should get through here. Sherman is hanging on that outside. David back around. Look at everybody behind him. David and Sherman have been fighting for like 5 laps now. Side by side entering these corners. The baby is there as well. This has been an incredible battle. I want to point out that Shin Hattie is 10th. If we use the normal F1 point system, she would be getting points right now. Crazy second. But it's only top 8. So Brennan Reed are left behind all points. David Dawn looking to get back around here again. They're just going back and forth at it. The baby might have a run. Not good. David needs to defend. David can't get around the outside. He's boxed in from his teammate. David's got to defend second now. He'll do just that. He'll hold on. Rafa Hen is here as well. So is Blanco. Holy cow, all of these cars are here and stacked up. tech yet. Looks like Rafa just lost a spot to Blanco there. Everybody back to Connor Brown is here. What's the end of this? Is it Connor Brown? No, it's Brendan Reed. Oh my gosh, Shin Hattie's here. Shin Hattie is in this group of cars. Alright, David Dawn's got a good chance here. Right on the back bumper, entering the big straight. That's David Dawn around, but Sherman looking back to the inside. Sherman will retake the lead here. He'll try. But that's David Dawn back to the front. And this time, David leads. After all that battling, let's look at their tire wear. Yes, they have burned through their tires. I hope they keep battling, then I can catch up. Can't believe I'm battling Nick Sims right now. This is a bad day to be on Scott. Sherman back in front, used the DRS in that straight and got back around David Dawn. Another, not yet, wrong straight. David looking to the outside. He's covered. I just saw Paul Menard's message in the NASCAR Instagram chat talking about Shy Turtles team. Yeah, Paul. I think you gotta try to find a promotion up to one of the top hired teams next season. As David Dawn and Carson Sherman have been battling, but throughout this battling, nobody else has been able to get a shot at the clean air in the front. You're gonna keep battling so I can catch up. Oh no. The baby has gotten around. Or he's trying. David's trying to fight him. David back around. Hold on the second spot. Woods and Bell is ducked into the pit lane. Blanco and Han are still battling. A lot of cars here. Oh my goodness. Heyman, Reed. Shin Hattie has dropped off a little bit. Maybe that'll help NR and Nick catch up. Sherman's still in the front. Oh, look at all of these cars. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, in a couple laps we'll have 20 to go. We might just have one more stop left in this race. I think the ideal strategy here would have been medium to hard, in my opinion. But the baby has gotten in front and he's looking for the lead. It's been hard to pass Sherman though, but the baby has the medium tire. That's probably what's giving him the advantage here. Sherman might get the DRS though. It's probably a genius move by Carson Sherman. Lay back, get the slip green, get the DRS. There it is. Here comes Sherman. Oh, might not have enough there to get the baby. If the baby gets in front, he's going to drive away. He has his medium tires. Look at the gap he put up there. David Dawn is not a fan of the NASCAR newest team. Hey David, don't say you hate Haas. I love Haas. Matter of fact, I'm wearing my Kevin Magnussen shirt. I got back in 2021 anyway. Gordon Freeman coming out. Sorry, 2022. Gordon Freeman coming down pit lane. Shout out Kevin Magnussen. Got that pole in Brazil that year. 2022 was a great year for us. Well, for the mid-pack teams at least. Are these two drivers active? The baby is, and Sherman is active on the Instagram. No, Sherman's been here as well. They have both been to at least one race. I'm gonna need these two cars up here to fight. Yeah, unfortunately. I don't know if you guys know this, but my favorite F1 driver is Mick Schumacher. So, yeah, I was not a fan of that. I didn't understand the whole thing that happened there. I mean, Mick was essentially a sophomore. Yeah, he was going to make mistakes. They gave up on him so early. Hello, Seth Heyman. You are actually, like, right in this lead pack. Seth, what's been happening is David, Sherman, and the baby have been fighting so hard. It's caused everybody in the points within the top 8 to all just file in to one big line. And that is what's happening here. So right now, the two newest cars are out front holding everybody up. The baby is a bit faster than Sherman because Sherman is on expired softs. The baby is not. Brown's made his way to the top 5. Interesting there. The baby is clear and away of Sherman now. Sherman will hold up the rest of the field. There are a lot of cars here. I'm not even going to try to say what's happening. Too much happening at once. Blanco's looking to get through. Oh, they're pitting. Here we go. Alright, David's going to follow Sherman in here. Let's see if David will be able to pass Sherman in the pit. Decent stop there. Average stop. Also needs to stop. Close, but couldn't get it done. Back here at the baby in the front. Blanco and Heyman, side by side. Heyman's on the soft compound. Blanco, remember, is on the hard. So it might actually be better for Heyman to let Blanco through. Less than 20 laps to go. I've done it. I'm in the pack. Good job, NR. If I can get one spot, if I can get past Shin Hattie in the last point spot right now, just let that sink in. But here is Heyman looking to make a move on the baby. And he does. So that's Seth Heyman to the front. Not the baby. Oh, Heyman's going to pit right when he gets the lead. Okay. We're going to take a look at this pit stop. Soft to the medium is an interesting choice. Scott's coming in as well. I don't know about soft to medium. That's just that's an interesting move, I guess. I feel like soft to hard would have been the play, unless they plan on pitting again. Feels like there's a lot of cars stuck behind Connor Brown here. Both of beat Dylan Ferraris, Brendan Reed, and R. Remember, David has finally gotten around Carson Sherman, so when this pit cycles through, David on the medium tires will be in front of Carson Sherman for now. Lap 32 coming around to take lap 33 of 50, 2/3 of the way through this race. We are not 2/3. That is just straight up wrong. As Blanco has just set the fastest lap of the race on the hard compound. Just that clean air. Way out in front. Oh my gosh, NR's in the top 5. Go NR, go. Let's go on board. That was just really fun to watch. Heyman set the fastest lap while we were away. He's trying to get around Shin Hattie there with his new medium tires. Blanco has extended his lead now to 4 seconds. Nick Zentz is entering the pit lane. David Dawn has set the fastest lap. There it is. Fastest lap, David Dawn, 139.1. Don't know how that is compared to IRL F1 cars, but that'd be cool for me to take a look at. Connor Brown is there. Oh, here comes under 2003. Looking to make a move on Emilio. Not there. Oh, he is there. See, how long can Blanco go? Not too much longer. Could a hard tire get you to the end? A hard tire could get you 15 laps, I would assume. I don't think a medium could. I don't think. Where's Seth? Heyman, who's 8th. I don't think he's going to make it to the end of that medium. Yeah, everybody else should go on mediums. Uh-oh. No, Shin. The front wing is gone.
We've got a yellow flag here.
Oh, no. He just put her in the
As
wall.
for the team back in the garage, that was a tough moment to watch.
That's one of those tough ones. Did David put her in the wall? Was that his corner, so she should have backed out? I'm going to need to see another replay before I say who's at fault there, but it looks like David Carr's fine. Where Shin has lost a front wing, and that is really sad. Here comes another pit. That's really sad because Shin had a chance at points as well. No penalties given. Alright, let him race. And ours going with the soft compound. Don't know about the whole soft compound thing. But soft, really? Like, is David on the soft as well? There's no way they're going soft compound here. Yo, what is that car doing? Gordon Freeman, what are you doing, buddy?
But this is what happened. Now this was on the straight. The brakes couldn't cope.
Oh,
And
Scott.
hopefully there's not too much damage to the tyres.
Scott, you can't just stop on a track like that. Alright, Blanco has to pit. So does the baby. Heyman's the first car. I don't know if he's going to make 15 laps on the hard compound. I really don't think he can. It's just a difficult thing to do. Laps to go, make it 14. Here comes Rafa Hen. Alright, this is big. Oh no, Gordon Freeman. Oh, he must have ran over something. That's not good for Gordon Freeman. But we're going to watch Rafa Hen's pit stop here. This is the money stop. Soft tire got to be going on here. Clean stop there for Rafa Hen. He's in and out. Where's Freeman? Freeman still has the puncture. It is an awful day for the Mercedes fictional team. Shin got wrecked. How is Sam Bell still in this race? Not. They might as well just go back. Go pack up. Enjoy the summer break. Yeah, there's Freeman coming down. Blanco still up front. Kind of Brown the baby. Heyman has worked his way up to 4th. But yeah, Brown, the baby, they got They gotta come in soon. I mean, and by soon, I mean like this lap. There's no way they stay out longer than this. They're losing time. It's killing their chance at points today. I want to keep it on second and third because these guys have got to come down. So does Blanco as well. When does Blanco decide it's time to just pit from the front and keep your track position? You can't wait too long. But both these guys got to come down this time. Connor Brown is staying out. Connor, you cannot. He's not going to stay out. We're going to watch the baby pit here. Are having a battle. Heyman is getting around Connor Brown. %37%. You're not going to make it another 12 laps on that. Connor Brown definitely got the pin. He's so slow on the track as well. Heyman just blew right by him. Who's the next car on tires? Sherman at 67%. Don Pitt, he's got 74. Like he wasn't in control. Sherman's gonna stay out. Alright, so it's Heyman can make it to the end, and Sherman can if they manage their stuff. Take a look here, come around to 11 to go. 11 or 12. Connor Brown's got a pit this time by. Oh, Blanco's coming down. It's big. And Heyman just had the fastest lap. Connor Brown staying out. A clean stop there for Blanco. And a clean stop there for Emilio as well. Connor Brown is going to explode those tires if he continues to stay out there. Or he's hoping for a safety car, which we'll see if that works or not. Probably not. We've already had one. This is the first one I think we ever had, really. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have another one. Seth Heyman is in the front, and if he manages his tires, he can make it the full distance. Connor Brown cannot. He's going to hit 0% before we get to the end of this race. Carson Sherman can make it, and then NR 2003 is leading the charge on the soft. Very interesting. Blanco is just behind with much better tires. Blanco and Hen are on the same strategy here, so keep an eye on that. They are around the baby. David Dawn does have that damage from the shin Hattie contact, but Brown and Reed have to hit sometime soon. Keep an eye on this. This is the first group on softs. Here's Blanco looking to the inside of me. He's probably looking to get it. And he does. Yeah, too much car, too much tire. Can't defend that. Connor Brown is still not pit. Connor Brown, you cannot stay out there, buddy. Yeah, watch Sherman just cruise right on by. Rafa Hen just set the fastest lap of the races. He looks to get around in 2003. 10 laps to go. Sorry, 11 laps to go. 11 to go. Looks like Rafa is going to get around. Look at that. Rafa got around him when we both had DRS. That was crazy. But Blanco to pit on the soft tire. He's going to try to hunt down Heyman and Sherman. Brown is still hoping for that safety car, which is not going to come. Scott has to fit as well. And Woods is out here on the hard strategy. They're hoping for the same thing as Connor Brown. Go out on the hard and just stay out there. Hope something happens. But I don't think it will. As here's Daniel Blanco going around at this moment. Waiting for the DRS, probably smart man. There it is. Now he'll look to the inside and go right on around. There it is. Blanco is through and clear. Ten laps to go now as Seth Heyman takes the flag. Connor Brown, it is your time to pit. Connor Brown has not pit. He's going to stay out there. The Rafa Hen gets around him as well. So can Blanco, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the same situation. Once again, Blanco is hunting down Seth Heyman. Seth Heyman is conserving his tire, and Blanco has enough tire, but this time, Rafa Hen is behind Blanco. Both ends, 73% tire. I think Heyman's doing a good job conserving tire. I think this time it's going to be Heyman and Connor Brown. There it is. Yeah, you've been out there 30 laps on a tire. It doesn't matter if it's a hard tire. You can't stay out there that long. Yeah, 0%. Oh my gosh, he's holding up everybody. Don't just stop on the track, please, and watch out for the other car, you maniac. Yeah, that's going to be some kind of penalty next race if I can give that. You cannot be doing this kind of thing. Just retire the car, buddy. You're racing thing. Alright, he let David go by. And Joshua Levitt. Sandy Duff, that's good. But Blanco has reached the first line of defense for Seth Heyman, and its name is Carson Sherman. Blanco has got to get around Carson Sherman here. Slipstream. Looking to the inside, not going to happen there. I think by the time Blanco can reach Heyman, I think his tires will be shot, and the advantage of the mediums should be enough to keep Heyman in the lead. Here's Reed coming down the pit lane. He is not pit either. He would now make it down. Brown is still on the puncture. That's going to put Emilio the last car in the points. So Blanco is around Sherman. Let's see if Rafa Hen can do the same. Let's go on board. Awesome shots there. Seth Heyman is not only going to get the top 3, he's probably going to get the win. Yeah. He's saving tire enough, he's going to make it to the end. Blanco's having too much trouble getting around Sherman. I think he and Hen are both unable to get around Carson Sherman enough. Top 5 for NR. We can hang on. That would be awesome. For me. But right now we're just watching Blanco and Hen trying to get around Carson Sherman. As while their soft tires are still soft. Here we go. This is their next best chance to do it on this straight. Blanco's got to get more aggressive getting around this guy. Sit in the slipstream, Blanco. There you go. You gotta commit to the corner, Daniel. Commit to the corner. Alright, good so far. Keep that commitment. No way, he did not commit. Daniel, you gotta push the pace. It's 8 seconds to Sherman. I think Heyman has this win in the bag. Alright, here you go, Daniel. This is good. You're gonna get around him here. There it is. Good job, Daniel. Alright, Daniel, you got 6 laps to hunt down Heyman. Let's see if Rafa can follow suit. It's gonna be hard to get around Sherman. There's me in the background. Not trying to get back around you here. Daniel, good. 7.4 is the gap, 7.5. Alright, so at the line, the gap is 7.5 with 5 laps to go. Alright, Rafa, this is not your chance, not here, not yet. Rafa, if you were close enough, this would be your next chance. Oh no. Do not let Sherman by. Right over you with the fastest lap. Defend, Daniel. Defend. Okay, hang on, not yet. The gap has closed to 5.7. Not to be that guy, but Heyman might not have it in the bag again. But the tire differential has shifted. Alright, Rafa, this is your chance, buddy. This is your chance. Go get it. There you go. Oh, beautiful move, Rafa. Beautiful move. Keep it up. That was simply Lovely. No way Nick Zentz just set the fastest lap. Shout out Nick, by the way, but not been doing that. You know what I'm seeing here? Sometimes the league will reflect real life. I think what we're seeing is the judgment team is modern day McLaren, with Blanco and Heyman as Norris and Piastri, just without the whole papaya rules and the whole drama between them. Just the fact that they're the best team. And Rafa Hen is Max Verstappen. Hey Max, what's Verstappen? Get it? Come on, that's funny. Love that meme. But the gap is, I'm going to wait till Seth crosses the line here. But Rafa Hen is at the back and ready to go. If Seth wins this race, he can thank Carson Sherman. The gap is now 4.6, so they gained 9/10 on that lap. Blanco, we've seen it happen before. I underestimated him big time in Canada. I thought he was not going to reach Seth Heyman, and he did. I have learned my lesson. I am not going to doubt him again. But here comes Hen, Rafa Hen, making a move on the inside. He has the preferred position as well. This could be a clean move for Rafa, and it is. That's Rafa Hen, he's through, he's in a second. As Jacob Woods has just set the fastest lap. Congrats, Jacob Woods. Closing stages of this race. There's a 4-second gap between Seth and Rafa. Take a look at the tires. 46, 47. Blanco's tires are more shot. Rafa has been saving them a little bit. Rafa does have a good advantage here. He cannot afford to get passed over here by Blanco. Blanco's going to try to help his teammate out. He's going to send it in through this corner. He does have the DRS. There it is. Rafa just had to let him go there. That is really tough. Three laps to go now. Rafa, no way you make that move there. Rafa, don't make that move there, buddy. There you go. Make it right here. Make it right here. Go for the DRS. Easy pass. You should get there and get around. The gap has expanded by a couple tenths. That's Rafa back passing him. Blanco trying to hold up Hen as much as he can to help the team. Rafa is now in front. He has to lose 4.5 seconds to get there. That's 2.5 laps to get it done. See the gap right there. That would set Hayden all the way up there. And Sherman is in this mix as well. He's here. He's next closest car is NR, who's far away, but here comes Blanco with the DRS. He's going to try to help his teammate as much as he can. Not going to move this time. Follows the tire. Seth Heyman pulled away that lap. 2 laps to go. They were catching. Now they're not. Blanco might have used too much of his stuff there. Trying to catch Heyman, he might get passed by Sherman. No, looks like Blanco is going to hold on at least for this lap. There's an R. Right there. Top 5. That's incredible. So Rotherham 4.6. It's not going to happen until Seth Heyman is going to get his first win of the league, or of the series. I mean, he got a win last series at Mexico, but he's going to win again this time in Vegas. This time in Series 2, not Series 1. Yeah, Rotherham 4.7 is not closing the gap enough on Seth Heyman, who has one final lap. Or not yet. Still a little bit till the white flag. So Blanco got a win. Now Seth Heyman will get a win. If Blanco gets this, he will have been on every single podium in the first half of the season. That is a crazy stat. But the white flag is out. One more lap to go for Seth Heyman in the Guzman Racing Bulls team. They're out to get 2 wins in a row. Blanco, of course, just barely stealing it from Heyman at Canada last week. Now, this week, there is no doubt about it. Perfect strategy by Heyman, managing the tires superbly. Hanna and Blanco were unable to close the gap on the softs. Redeemed himself from the events at Canada, had the win in his hands, but the win was stolen. His victory was snatched from... How does the line go? I don't know. It's too late. It's like 11 o'clock on the East Coast. Give me some grace here. But if Blanco can hang on, and he will, Blanco will get the top 3. That is 4 podiums in a row in the first 4 races for Daniel Blanco. Crazy stat. 2 more straightaways to go for Seth Heyman and 1 more set of corners. Till he will get his very first win in Series 2. Last set of corners for the West Coast, United States West Coast native. Blanco got his win at his home track in Canada. This is Seth's home track, and he will win here in Vegas. Checkered flag for Seth Heyman. He comes home first. The battle for second was tight, but Blanco got around Hanna.
The RB takes first place.
Honestly, even their harshest critic would be hard-pressed to say that they didn't thoroughly deserve that win.
Carson Sherman comes home 4th. And our 2003 wrapped up in top 5 with 86. Emilio in 7th, and there is no way Sammy Duff is going to get a point in the last points position. He'll get 8th. Incredible. Another great race. Race well the other cars finished waiting on Connor Brown and Sherman, who both flew a tire, and Sam Bell, who had limped his way through the rest of this race after backing it into the wall.
Max will be very unhappy after that race, I'm sure.
So there it is. Blanco goes up. Yeah, constructors, Racing Bulls are pulling away with it. Yeah, they're good. McLaren's up. Awesome. They'll probably finish 5th. Wait for this to come back. I'll take a photo of this for the post. latency is pretty bad. Not bad, but just a lot. Awesome. Alright. That is it. Thank you for showing up to the race, everybody. And it is our summer break, but after this, we are halfway through the season at this point. Isn't that awesome? So we're halfway through. This is round 4 of 8. We've been on the North American continent for the first half of the season. The second half of the season, we're going to hop across the Atlantic, and we will go to the European tracks, and then our final race will be back here in Miami. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys